Hey there! Welcome back to IF Global Management Training. Have you ever wondered why so many projects fail? Apparently, one of the biggest causes behind these project failures is people not using the right tools for the job. That's why today we're discussing in this video data analysis. 5 data analysis techniques that knowledgeable project managers use. These tools will help you analyze your projects, understand your data, and make informed decisions that lead to success. So let's jump right in. All right, let's kick things off with stakeholder analysis. In simple terms, stakeholder analysis is about identifying and understanding the different groups or individuals who have a vested interest in your project. Think of it like this. Every project has its own unique stakeholders. They are your clients, team members, and sponsors, each with their own set of expectations, priorities, and potential concerns. If you're not careful, these different perspectives can clash and create serious roadblocks for your project. That's where stakeholder analysis comes in. By systematically identifying and analyzing your stakeholders, you can get a clear understanding of their needs, expectations, and potential influence on the project. It starts with creating a stakeholder map, a visual representation of all the different stakeholders involved in your project, along with their roles, interests, and levels of influence. Once you have your stakeholder map, you can start to analyze each stakeholder in more detail. What are their key motivations? What are their biggest concerns? How likely are they to support or oppose your project? By answering these questions, you can develop strategies for effectively engaging with each stakeholder and keeping them happy throughout the project lifecycle. Effective stakeholder management is all about communication and transparency. Keep your stakeholders informed about the project's progress, address their concerns promptly, and be proactive in building strong relationships. By mastering stakeholder analysis, you'll be well on your way to building a strong foundation for project success. Let's face it, even the most well-planned projects can be disrupted by unexpected events. That's why it's crucial to be prepared for anything that might come your way. Risk probability and impact assessment is all about identifying potential risks, analyzing their likelihood of occurring, and assessing their potential impact on your project. Think of it like this. Every project is a journey, and along the way, there are some bumps in the road. The key is to identify these potential roadblocks before you hit them, so you can either avoid them altogether or at least be prepared to navigate them effectively. So, how do you go about identifying and assessing risks? It starts with brainstorming. Gather your team and think about all the things that could potentially go wrong with the project. Once you have a list of potential risks, analyze each one in more detail. How likely is this risk to occur? What would be the impact on the project if it did occur? By assigning a probability and impact score to each risk, you can start to prioritize them and develop mitigation strategies. For high probability, high impact risks, develop detailed contingency plans. For lower priority risks, monitor them closely and be prepared to react if they occur. Risk management is not about eliminating all risks. It's about understanding the risks and having plans in place to mitigate their potential impact. By mastering risk probability and impact assessment, you'll be well equipped to navigate the uncertainties of project management and keep your projects on track. Understanding variance analysis. Variance analysis compares your project's actual performance to your planned performance, identifying significant deviations. Your project plan is your roadmap to success, outlining scope, schedule, and cost baseline. But things don't always go as planned. Sometimes you're ahead of schedule and under budget. Fantastic. More often, you'll face delays, cost overruns, or performance gaps. Regularly compare actual performance to planned performance to identify and correct deviations. Track progress and gather data on key metrics like costs, duration, and resource utilization. Compare this data to planned and calculate the variance. Understand why variances occur to develop effective solutions and prevent future issues. Variance analysis is ongoing. Do it regularly to stay on track and adjust as needed. Exploring your options. The power of alternatives analysis. Alternatives analysis is about exploring different options and making informed decisions when it comes to your project. Think of it like this. You're faced with a problem or a decision, and you need to find the best possible solution. Instead of just jumping on the first solution that comes to mind, alternatives analysis encourages you to step back, explore a range of options, and carefully evaluate each one before making a decision. This is particularly important in project management, where you're constantly faced with choices that can have a significant impact on your project's success. Should you go with vendor A or vendor B? Should you use agile or waterfall methodology? Should you outsource a task or keep it in-house? By using alternatives analysis, you can ensure that you're making the most informed and strategic decisions possible. It starts with clearly defining the decision you need to make and identifying your objectives. Once you have a clear understanding of your goals, brainstorm potential solutions. Don't limit yourself to just a few obvious options. Think outside the box and encourage your team to come up with creative and innovative ideas. Evaluate each alternative against a set of criteria like cost, feasibility, risks, benefits, and alignment with your overall project objectives. The goal of alternatives analysis is to make the most informed decision based on the available information and your project's specific circumstances. Optimizing your workflow. The importance of process analysis. Process analysis is about understanding how things work and identifying ways to improve them. Every project is a series of processes or workflows. You have your planning process, your execution process, your monitoring and controlling process, and so on. Within each of these processes, there are sub-processes and individual tasks that need to be completed. Processes can often become inefficient or outdated over time. You might have bottlenecks, redundancies, or unnecessary steps that are slowing you down and impacting your productivity. By systematically analyzing your processes, you can identify areas for improvement and optimize your workflows for maximum efficiency. It starts with mapping out your processes. Use flowcharts, diagrams, or other visual tools to represent the different steps involved in a particular process. Once you have your process mapped out, analyze it in more detail. What are the inputs and outputs of each step? Who is responsible for each task? How long does each step take? By asking these questions and gathering data on your processes, you can start to identify areas for improvement. Once you've identified areas for improvement, develop and implement solutions. Process analysis is an ongoing process of continuous improvement. As your project evolves and your needs change, revisit your processes and make adjustments as needed. Remember to enhance your project management techniques. So there you have it, 5 essential data analysis techniques that can take your project management skills to the next level. We've covered a lot of ground today, from understanding your stakeholders to optimizing your processes. The key takeaway is this: data is your friend. By learning how to collect, analyze, and interpret data, you can gain valuable insights into your projects, make more informed decisions, and significantly increase chances of your project's success. Now, I want to hear from you. What data analysis techniques do you use in your day-to-day work? Share your experiences and tips in the comments below. And if you want to learn even more about project management strategies, be sure to check out my other videos on the channel. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss out on any future content. Thanks for watching.